So this is the old Spanish mill?
Yep, the old Spanish mill.
Huh. Tell me the story about
Where they would hook up mules and everything and run them around in the circle to grind their ores that they were salvaging.
Ahead of me is Turtle Rock. We're still in Colorado. Bye. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura, and today is Flosstube. And it's Flosstube number 26. Sorry about the dog. Molly says hi. Well, the people next door, of course, I got up late and they're working. Oh, and today is June 16th, before I forget. Yeah, I worked on a few things. 1, 2, 4, 6. I worked on 7 different things this week. So we're cutting it down a little bit by little bit. Oh, geez. Yesterday, my daughter called me about 1 o'clock and said, do you want to go up to? And so we went up to the place that you see in the beginning of my video. We went to a place called, they call it Spanish Mills. And a long time, you'll see a great big circle in the ground, and that's where they used to grind up the ore. I'm assuming, I'm not real sure what went on there. I didn't look it up. But it is a quite old place. I don't know when this happened. I didn't do any research. But we went up there and it's kind of sandy, as you can see, and the water wasn't running nearly as fast as where in the other videos, so I thought that was pretty good. So yeah, it's just been a day. So she did most of the hauling. She went up there to get some dirt for her gold panning and had to haul it up out of a hole. Not a hole, but like down the side of a, it was like in a ravine, if you will. Yeah, she was not really happy. Yeah. So she got more wore out than I did hauling this bucket up there. Yeah, she was done for the day. But we were only out there for like 2 or 3 hours, so it was all right. And I want you to know another piece. Look, I've been using my book. See, it says today is going to be amazing. I hope it's not backwards. But yeah. So I started last week, like from the time I did my Flosstube, and went through the whole week to see if I could actually write this all down. So the first thing that I worked on, we'll get right into it because I don't have any haul. I don't have any finishes. And, you know, so we'll see. So last week, as you know, on Monday, I started this little one, and I was having all kinds of issues. So I worked on it on Tuesday. Hang in there. I was going to take it off the thing so you could see how much was done. And it's done on, oh, what is that? I think it's Heritage. I'm not going to look it up, but I think it's 16 count Heritage from Picture This Plus. And of course it's got one of those dorky hoops in it. So I didn't get a whole bunch more done than I did on that video. I just, yes, it is Heritage. It's right here. So I evidently still have the same piece. It's kind of a greeny gray, but this is what I got done. I got that whole side done, and it didn't work across here anymore. So we'll have to see. This ivy part here in the bottom is the same ivy that goes across the top, and then you'll have another one of these. So it's kind of the border. But that's how it's going to be, probably that much bigger. You know, that's just to account for this stuff going across the bottom. So I didn't work with it anymore the rest of the week. I'm using the called for DMC, except for that 3011 that I couldn't find, so I changed out a couple colors, but I know what those are. Then I worked on, and what I kind of worked on all week, I worked 5 days on this. So every day I did a little bit on it. This is on 14 count. Got to get your picture here. It's Quaker Sampling 3 by With My Needle. I just love this one. I gotta move this out of my way. There we go. So yeah, so I started on this side, and I'm about halfway, well, I'm not halfway done. I mean, I'm halfway across because I put this great big huge motif in it. It is 14 count Country French Latte. And of course, it's got one of those things on it. So, this is the one that I got part of it done, and I had to frog it out, of course, about midweek. But I just pick it up and do a little bit on it each day. I finally cut the bottom off because we're at the bottom of the pattern. Whoops, that ain't gonna work. Sorry, guys. So, this is what I've been working on all week. I got this one done, and I had to take this out because, see, I didn't put that second line in there. So I got that all frogged out, and that all put back, and then I started at the top because I wanted to work on this one. Yeah. So, it's coming along. I never did go back and put this one in, see what I mean? But this is about the middle of the pattern. So, it'll be that much bigger. So, it's coming along. I like it. I really do. It's easy to work on. Well, yeah, it's easy to screw up too. So, you know, one little bit at a time. And let's see, I worked on, where is it? No. Oh, it's right under my arm. Duh. Worked on Pavane. As you know, we did a video on it. I actually got that in right. Yay. Oh, it's on an easy one. So the only, whoa, dropping thread. Hang on. It's a shame that this material isn't so damn long. I'm telling you. I just don't know how big it's going to be, and I'm not going to cut it off wrong. So, on the video, we did this little flower here. Let me fold it so I don't have to stretch my arm so far. So, this is all I got done this week on Pavane. So, maybe I'll work on it this week. I don't know. Just don't know. Like I said, whatever strikes me, it's what I'm going to work on. And I worked on, let's see. Well, I did yin and yang, but you saw that, so you know what that is. I worked a little bit, and it was really a little bit, with the linen and threads sampler. And I'm starting this motif right in here. So, I don't know. That's March. I haven't got past March. I just haven't picked it up in a while. Trying to get all the threads to go in 12 different directions here. I don't know how I did this, but I got the thing in backwards. Oh, weird. Weird. All right. So, like I said, it was just a little much for me to handle. And I'm going to have to go and get some more bigger clips so I can clip them onto the side. But this right here is all that I did on this. Just that little part. So you can see, hang on, gotta fold it again, just so it's not so wide. This is all I've gotten done on it. So it's coming along. But yeah, that's about all I could handle. Because the pattern is really faint, and I couldn't get it to, sorry, my eye itches, to work out right. Or be able to see it and keep following it. Some days I follow things really well, and others not so much. Okay. Then I worked on Seeking Refuge by, I want to say Little House Needleworks, but I'm not real sure. The Scarlet House, I'm sorry. Seeking Refuge. I'll hold it up straight. So, I started on this side, and I've got this and this tree, and I've started working on the house. So, a few days ago, hang on, I gotta get my thread all out of the way. I'm not gonna take it out of the hoop, because I may work on it today. So, I got all the, what do you call it, the windows coming all the way across, and I started putting the brick out. Molly! The brickwork in between, so that, you know, I can bring it down level, and then there will be a little bit more brickwork like this, and then another whole set of windows, I believe. Where's that stupid pattern? Molly, hush! So, yeah. So, we've done, I've got those windows in, so the next one, it'll start probably the top of that door. And then there'll be 4 windows on this side and 4 windows on that side left to do. So yeah, it's not nearly as difficult as, you know, when you look at that pattern, you gotta go, oh, really? No. Yeah, so I'm just taking it one level at a time, because I don't think I'm good enough to put the windows all in, you know, and then work around it, because it's not solid stitching, it's that brick mess. Okay. Then let's see. I also worked on, make sure it's backwards. I worked on this yesterday, and it is Anna Ullman, sorry guys, 1873 by Lila's Studio, and I started in this corner, so I've been working on this motif. I've got like 3 of those done. Well, two, working into the 3rd. So that's what I got done yesterday. I did all of this and finished that up, and then started this thing. It's like the ribbon from the eagle. Yeah. I thought that was cool. So yeah. So it's coming along, and it is 14 count vintage country mocha, and those are Winchlet. When I say vintage country, you'll know that it's Winchlet, and I got that from 123 Stitch. It's kind of soft on the outside, but it's a little stiffer material, but it's starting to break down, you know, because I've had it in my hands and working with it in and out of a hoop. I find it's easier to work in a hoop. And then yesterday, I did this for a little bit. Let's see if I can get, and I'll show you the picture. If I can get it out. Okay, this is one of the well-rounded things, and I'm working on this one right here. Now I went back, I did a video with this, and I didn't like the way it was looking. I thought maybe I was off somewhere, so I just turned the whole piece of fabric around and started over. And I'm using 3836 and 3835 for the purple. And it's kind of close in color. I'm going to just leave it on there so you can see it. I don't know if it'd get better with the light or not. But yeah, I think it looks really pretty on this green. I just love this green. And that is, I think this is a piece of that heritage by Picture This Plus. So yeah, that's all I got done. By that time, I'd been sewing on Anna Ullman like all day. I just needed to look at something else. Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. But I haven't worked on any of these. This is spring since like last week or so. So I just keep taking them out little bit by little. And I haven't worked on this one. This one is one of the ones I got done the furthest, whatever. Yeah. And I don't know, I thought I guess I didn't work on, I don't think, oh my gosh, the dogs are driving me crazy. Nope. I was thinking I worked on 3, I think this was last week, or, you know, the week before. But this is 3 Things by Maura Blackburn. This is all I've gotten done on it. I'm keeping my threads together so that I know what I'm doing. I did, as you know, I received my lap stand this week. And I love it. I absolutely love. Turn that light off. It's like shining right in my eyes. I like working on it with it, and it's real easy to use. Sorry, I woke up here about a half an hour ago, so I'm still got morning cough. But other than that, this is going well. I just write down what I worked on. If I did a video, then I write what I did the video about. So we'll see, you know, how long it lasts. You know, I start this shit and then I don't. But it's got a gazillion pages in it, so we'll just go until we don't. See, it says today is going to be amazing. Power of positive thinking. I was raised on it. But yeah. And I got the threads the other day from 123 Stitch. That's what the package was on Monday. I still have no damn clue what it went to, why I picked them out, you know, anything like that. Because it didn't match it. There was nothing on that invoice, or I went and looked at the actual invoice at 123 Stitch. I don't know. It might have been, oh, well, they didn't have, let's say, 11, so I got 12 or 3. You know what I mean? 12 or 10. Either side of it, to make sure, you know, to see if they would fit with whatever. I don't know. I've since replaced, if I was missing anything for any project, I have replaced it from, at our Stitch. It's not a Stitch store. It's more of a fabric store. Yeah. Because they cater to people that make quilts more so than anything. They've got more of that. They don't have a big selection. And it takes forever if you need to order something. It takes at least 2 weeks. You know, like, I ordered, what was it? Oh, I ordered the thread for Death by Cross Stitch. I took it out yesterday and went, no, I can't work on that. No, not today. And I got this one in the mail. One color. It is 972. Not a clue what it goes with. Evidently it wasn't available, and that I received way back. So I don't know. I've been collecting threads here and there and trying to figure out how to organize them in numerical order so that, you know, I don't want to put them all in baggies. I mean, I just don't. Some days I can do prep work like nobody's business. It'll just entertain me all day. But others, I just want to stitch. I just don't want to deal. Yeah. Alright guys, well I think that's going to be about it. I know it wasn't real exciting today, but that's what we got, and we'll just keep plugging along and stitching here and there. And I go through them and try to pick out one or two, and like, oh, I haven't stitched on that in a while. Sometimes it'll be okay, and others, not so much. Yeah. But other than that, guys, that's all I've got for you today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Y'all have a good rest of your Tuesday. God bless. Bye-bye. Stay safe, stay healthy. Wash your hands.